Ladies, calm down. Right. Today we got another wonderful debate to ragebait, people. So without further ado, let's get started. All right. Really, I really need some new headphones. All right. All right. So we're obviously going to start off with men have it way worse than courtroom debate. Here we go. Okay, guys, we need to lock in. Okay, is my mic working? Okay, my mic's working. We're fine. Okay, I think we got our first person, Maddie. So let's see what they got to say.
Hello?
Oh, hello?
Men have it way worse. I mean, I do agree with you, but sometimes you gotta think about it. Woman,
Woman what? Oh, okay. That was a first weird debate. Let's go with this person right here.
Hi.
Hello.
What is one particularly? Hi. Okay. Why does one gender, this gender particularly, have it way worse than a different one?
Why do males have it way worse than females do?
Yeah, basically that.
Males have it worse than females because they do more tougher roles and jobs in society, and they also experience more mental and physical pain throughout their life, way more than females do.
They express.
What?
They express more. What did you say again? Physical and mental capability.
Mental pain.
Issues.
Physical and mental pain.
Physical issues. Physical and mental pain.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to prove your stance?
Prove my stance. I just said my opinions. I haven't said anything about my stance yet. Now this is the part where you either agree or disagree with what I said, and then I'll go into more detail.
I mean, I disagree because there's no stats to prove that.
I haven't said anything statistical yet. So what do you disagree with? And then I can tell you. So are you avoiding the question? What do you disagree with? What do you disagree with? What do you disagree with? Just tell me.
I'm telling you what I disagree with. You keep interrupting me. Do you want to hear it or not? You said that men have more mental and physical pain than women do, and then I ask you, where does that information come from?
So men have it. I'm gonna start with mental pain because it's easier. Men definitely have it way worse in the mental field than women do, because unlike women who have more help in society for those types of things, men usually don't have as much resources for mental pain.
Resources in what way?
Like therapy.
Therapy. So therapy isn't socially acceptable for men? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying men. I'm just saying all men or some men don't find therapy helpful. Not all men, but some men.
Okay, so some men do not find it helpful for therapy, for resources to get help for these mental issues. Okay, that's fine. That's valid.
And also, and there's many more. What?
What about physical pain? You spoke about that.
Men definitely have it harder more physically. So according to science.gov, men tend to break 4 to 4.5 bones in their lifetime, while females tend to break 1 to 1.5 bones in their lifetime.
And that's due to what?
Just due to men having it more tougher in society.
Are you saying this workplace?
It could involve the workplace, yes, but they definitely experience more pain when it comes to those types of things. Hello?
So, are you assuming? Okay, interesting.
Oh, yes, I won. Next person. I didn't remove them, by the way, so yeah. Hello? Hello?
Hello, just don't kick me. So, it's actually true though. Uh, um, it depends if you watch the show that you will ever feel this. Ever watch Ninja?
I can't debate. I can't let anyone up here that's under the age of 13. I'm sorry. Next person.
By the way, I'm 13. I just sound like a kid. I don't know why.
That profile picture has like elementary school humor. Anyways, continue.
Okay, anyways, I I disagree.
Wait, you said you're 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I only debate people above the age of 13. I'm sorry. Kind of just leaked it. You could have said yeah. Next person. Okay, I think I'm just gonna debate this person. Okay.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
I think men have it harder in certain areas, but women have it harder in like others.
Like what areas for women?
Well, for women, I feel like it's harder for us to get like certain jobs against men because, of misogyny.
It's not harder for women to get certain jobs. It's pretty much even 50-50. It's just women have to
No,
put more. Yeah, it is. You have an equal chance to get hired. Women just have to put more effort in to get hired.
Where are you getting this information from?
Where am I getting this information from? Venus.gov. Hold on, let me type it in.
Hold up. I'm gonna actually search this right now.
It's a government website. So yeah. You can go in there and find out the statistical evidence of it. But yeah. Men and women have a 50-50 chance of getting hired. Typically, women have to put more effort into the job that the men have it easier in, which is why women say it's harder to get a ton of jobs, but it's not. They just don't put as much effort in as the men do.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
For an example, if a woman and a man are trying to get a construction job, obviously the men's can have an advantage with physical strength because biologically men are stronger than women. The woman will have to put in more effort physically to have the same amount of work as the men. And that's why they say it's harder for women to get those jobs when it's not. You just have to put more effort in. They're saying it's harder because
I'm not talking about physical jobs. I'm talking about jobs overall. So that includes jobs that require intelligence.
like office jobs. Yeah, so office jobs, the reason men get hired more in those because men are more dedicated in those jobs way more than women are.
You just cut me off. I didn't say office jobs at all.
Then what jobs? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, for example, the medical field. I was going to say the political field.
The medical field's dominated by women, I'm pretty sure. In fact, it's every part in the medical field is dominated by women except doctors and I don't know, there's another thing, but yeah.
Doctors are pretty much the highest you can get, and there are more men doctors than female doctors, and
there's more men doctors because maybe men just, have more experience and just want to do doctors more. And doctors is also like doctors also like the equivalent of a male nurse, which I would say.
Nurse and doctors are not the same thing at all.
And doctors are definitely not the highest role you can get in the medical field. Not even close, I don't think.
They are way more important than many of the other jobs.
They're way more important than nurses? Can you explain to me how?
Because you need doctors to operate on patients. You can't just have nurses operate on patients. You need doctors are far more experienced. they're actually
So they have
they're
far
doing
more. Hold on,
hands-
they have far more experience.
No, they're doing more hands-on, like not experience, like I mean like
What?
experience, like I mean experience, like handling, like physically working on patients than nurses.
Exactly. Women would need to exert more force on that, anyways. Physically, like woman, like
Surgery does
when.
not require force.
Yeah, no, it does not
requires
require physical strength. It definitely requires.
dexterity.
It definitely
It requires
requires having
dexterity.
still hands. If your hands are shaking during surgery, you're gonna probably mess up.
That's not a gender thing. That's a personal thing. It's not
Exactly,
only
and
women.
men, no, that's it is a gender thing. Men can resist the urge to like shake, and they also have more endurance than women, which allows them to go through the surgery faster. So yet
Endurance-
again, men have a genetical advantage or a biological advantage in this job. And besides, most of the
Wait,
medical
yeah,
work field.
they do have an advantage. That's why women have it harder because they can't get. those
Women have
jobs.
it harder? No, they don't. Women have it
Yes,
easier
you
because they can
just
get
said-
nurses. Nurses are a way easier job, and it almost pays the same amount of doctors. Women definitely have it
Exactly.
easier than men.
It's easier. It's
They
easier.
almost pay
Women
the
want
same
to-
amount as men, and they're a way easier job. They almost pay
maybe
the
women
same
don't
amount of
want-
doctors. So
But
what
maybe
you're telling
women
me
don't
is that
want-
men have it harder because they have to do more work to just get the same amount of pay as women.
Okay, but maybe women don't want those jobs for money. They want it for that's what makes it happy. Maybe women want to be a doctor.
And yet again,
Maybe they
men
don't
do
wanna
more
be a nurse.
tougher roles in society, way more than women do. So that also makes it way harder, in my opinion.
Okay, well your explanation
I'm
of
what?
everything makes no sense. Setting
Makes
hands
no
makes
sense. You said most
Yes,
men
you're
are
right.
doctors, and if doctors are like one of the hardest jobs in the world, that can kind of prove my point there.
Okay,
But men
so
also
I
do
think-
other jobs like cave miners, oil rig workers, construction workers, law enforcement, firefighters,
I literally
military
just
personnel. Like these are all very difficult roles in society.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. I actually just said I'm not talking about physical jobs.
Then what other
just
jobs
saying
you're talking about? Because obviously a doctor is somewhat of a physical job because they have to perform surgery on another person physically. So that
It's
doesn't make any
physical, but I'm
sense.
talking about jobs
It
that
doesn't make
require
any
strength.
sense. You said you're not talking about any physical jobs, but a
talking about,
doctor is a physical job. So
I'm talking about jobs that require a lot of strength, like doctors,
jobs that
they
require a lot of
dexterity.
strength.
Doctors
Jobs-
they require dexterity, not
What?
strength.
Did you just say jobs that require a lot of strength?
Are easier for men because they're stronger.
Because they're biologically stronger? And that's
That's what I
where, yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, it's
men
easier
still
for-
dominate these jobs more, and women don't dominate the jobs. So why are women
Because they're
complaining?
physically stronger. That's why it's hard for women to get jobs nowadays because
It is not harder
men-
for women to get jobs. Unless you're talking about in construction fields or like hands-on jobs,
Most-
yes, it is harder for women to get jobs. But anywhere else, it's a 50-50. It's equal. It's equal in any job. Can you tell me what job is not equal in that doesn't require any physical strength whatsoever?
We just spent so long talking about doctors.
Doctors
like-
requires hands-on activities, and it does require physical strength.
No,
In some way, you literally, if you're performing a 10-hour surgery, you definitely need the endurance to keep up throughout the entire surgery. Yes, it does.
I said that's whoa.
Endurance is not. Endurance is strength. It is a source of strength.
a source.
Can
of
you
strength.
name another job that requires that both men and women have an equal chance at? Just name me one.
I just said it's none because it's hard for women to get a lot of jobs.
Woman, no, it's actually 50-50 for every job. It's just that women typically have it harder in some of these jobs, and men can have it harder in some of these jobs as well.
Okay, well, no.
Yeah, actually it is because because women typically get hired more for a therapist. So do you say that men would be underpaid in those types of jobs or just underlooked? Because people are more comfortable with a woman therapist, not a male therapist, and that is shown in society.
I don't even know why are we talking about that? Wait, what?
Therapists, women get the job more than men do.
Yeah, because women are better at nurturing jobs like that.
So do you say men would have a disadvantage in that field?
Yes, but that is the minority of jobs.
That is not the minority. Men also have a disadvantage in elementary school teachers.
Didn't I just say earlier that women excel in other areas or men excel in others? Like I just said, women are better at nurturing jobs, while men are better at physical jobs. I've been saying that. That's that's an equal ground. It's an equal ground. Have it
What job
easier.
do men have it easier in that doesn't require any physical strength?
We surgeons. This is okay. You're thinking about the wrong kind of strength, like type of strength. Okay, oh, I'm trying to explain, but you've been talking over me quite a bit. Can I explain, please?
Because every job you say is wrong. I'm waiting for
Okay, so
actually a valid answer.
I-
All right.
okay, surgeons, first of all, don't require brute strength like a lot of jobs. They require
Endurance. It's a
dexterity and
it's a form of strength. Oh my god.
I'm trying to talk, but you've cut me off every single time I try to talk. And you're raising your voice too. Calm down. It's
I'm
robots.
not raising my voice. I'm
You are,
raising
you're
my
so-
actually no, I might be raising my voice because you're so unintelligent at the debate. Like
It's because I'm trying
right
to explain.
now-
You're not letting me explain my point.
there's nothing to explain when your point is completely wrong. You're just so unintelligent. I gotta put you down. Like you can't even name a single job that men and women have an equal chance and men have it easier in. All right, hello.
And I think you are right about the surgeon thing because you do need endurance for long surgeries like brain surgery, heart.
Exactly.
And like that stuff. Like I'm 13 and I know this stuff.
See, this is a 13-year-old kid smarter than probably like a 22-year-old woman on Roblox. So yeah. Oh, you're 13. All right, that explains most of the things of why your debate was so bad. And I can't have yeah. You didn't even let me talk. I let you talk like multiple times, and every time you mentioned a job, it was just completely wrong. It was just plainly wrong. I did not yell over you. You kept trying to interrupt me when I was talking, so that's not that's what made it longer. You know, if you let one person talk and then the other person talks at the same time, it's gonna make it longer.
Yeah.
Which you did to me, so yeah. Anyways, thank you for being very intelligent, sir.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. You meant child nuts. I don't even.
So like, can you give me a male specific issue that is like really detrimental?
A male issue in society.
That's really detrimental to men as a whole. Hello?
1 second. You said a male issue in society?
No, I'm asking what is a male specific issue?
Yeah, that's what. Okay. Like mental health, I would say.
Okay. Can you explain more on that?
More on that. So let me just move my mic here. So men, I would believe men have it worse than women in the mental health field because I'm going to give you an example. In society, if a woman starts crying versus a man starts crying, usually the woman's going to get help and other stuff like that. However, when a man starts crying, it's seen as weakness and people usually make fun of it.
So I'm hearing is that like would you say that's the biggest issue, a male specific issue?
No, it's just that men don't typically seek out. Men don't typically.
Biggest, most detrimental male specific issue.
I wasn't done my point. I'm sorry. Anyways,
Okay.
men typically don't seem to seek out help in society because they believe that they'll get judged for their problems. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they'll get judged for their problems in society. Hence why
Okay.
most men don't find therapy helpful.
They don't find it helpful because they're scared their therapist is going to judge them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That makes okay. Whatever. What you say is the biggest male-specific issue, that's the most detrimental, the worst for all.
Mental health.
Right. So what I'm hearing is the worst problem specific to men is that they're uncomfortable with expressing their emotions, and that's again right. That's really sad in society. I hate that for men total. However, but the biggest woman specific issue is actually killing women. Okay. So when women have the highest specific issues, it's about SA, it's about murder, it's about mutilation, it's about all of that. And then males, in your opinion at least, the biggest issue is that they feel uncomfortable, that they might get judged. So therefore,
Do you know
women
most
obviously
crimes? Do you know most crimes committed by men are committed to other men? Like most crimes committed by men are committed on other men.
So what? What's your point?
Men are attacking themselves. Like you said that most crimes are committed on females.
It doesn't have anything to do with my point.
That your point was that females' biggest issues is being essayed. That's
As
what
well
you
as
said.
murdered, as well as mutilation.
Yeah, but more males are murdered than females. I don't know what your point is there.
Exactly. So therefore, it's both.
So what did that mean? What did that mean? Males would have it harder. Wouldn't that mean males have it harder in that situation?
Other males, it kind of neutralizes it because it means that there's
kind of neutralized. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There's also female murders as well.
Women, okay, you're interrupting. For women, it's all about men to woman. Therefore, it's separate. If it's both men, means there's an attacker is a man, and as well as a victim is a man. Therefore, it's not the same thing as it's being female specific versus male.
So you believe that there's no females murdering other men or no females essaying other men? Okay. You're saying this is what you're saying. You're saying only men do this against women. And then you're saying men do this against themselves. That's what you're saying.
The higher majority is that men do it to women, right?
No, men do it against themselves for murder.
What do you mean?
You're talking about SA. Sure, that's probably the only crime where men commit it more against women. But if you also were to mention that 70% of crimes committed by women are not taken seriously in the justice system and are usually thrown away in court, that's also a big issue. 70% of crimes. That definitely is a way bigger problem than what you just listed.
An essay and rape. Oh, sorry, I don't want to get banned. I'm sorry. Murder as well as mutilation within religion.
70% of all crimes. That can include worse crimes than SA itself.
However,
and women are let off. Women are let off the leash.
Women's crimes are not always. Oh, my bad. I got a warning.
What?
Women's crimes are not gonna be like murdering people, okay? Or I mean, there obviously there can be. However, majority of it's not gonna be. It's gonna be less of that actual physical. Because again, women are reasonably less stronger than men biologically. So therefore, men's biological crimes.
Do you know that? Do you know that the most crime, like the crime committed most by women, is theft?
Yeah, exactly. No one's dying from freaking theft, man.
They're stealing from other people.
Oh my god, men do that too.
I'm pretty sure 78% of women is a majority in that scenario. And if women are stealing from other people, wouldn't that make them like, yeah?
I think do you understand my point though? I'm saying women's issues are so much more detrimental to like women themselves, and they're actually.
It's not women's issues. Women are paranoid. If that's really your main, like, come on.
That makes I'd never even.
All right, it's already so. Every woman has the same issue. Like every woman is scared of this. If I go up to any random girl and ask them what their biggest fear is, they're gonna say this.
Every woman has a story within SA. So.
Every woman has a story in SA.
I think it's
any woman out there has a story about a personal experience.
Ask her girlfriend, whatever.
Ask my sister.
They have a story. You can ask her.
Hold on, I'm texting someone right now. Then.
Okay, that's fine. Well, again, it's also mean people above age of like 18, I would say.
So now like half the woman population is gone. All right, hold on. I'm texting my 21-year-old cousin. Hold on.
Okay. I don't mean grape. I mean sexual harassment, sexual assault, like touching.
No,
catcalling.
they literally just said they've never experienced it before. So
You're such a liar. 'Cause I know it's
I'm
not
such a
true.
liar. Have you experienced it?
Yes, and I'm not above 18. Exactly.
Can
I'm
you?
15 years old.
You're 15. How? What happened?
I don't
If you
feel comfortable saying it. I can't
you
say
don't
it
feel
on here.
comfortable saying it, translating
No, I
that
don't.
means that you've never experienced it before. Meaning,
To me,
and looking at what you said
I
every
don't feel
woman. You're
obligated to
saying
tell you my
every
own
woman.
story. Thank
You're
you very
saying
much.
every woman would experience it, right?
I would say most majority, like over like
But
70%.
according to CNIS.gov, only 1 in 4 women ever experience an essay. Only.
You understand how
But no. This is a huge thing from what you're saying. You're saying every woman. You're saying okay, no. You're saying every woman. So that's just changing the words up. If it was every woman, that'd be a way bigger issue.
Also, not everyone actually says they were essayed by someone. They just are quiet about it. 'cause
This is
they're being
global
told
statistics.
No one will think they're telling the truth. Yeah, global.
1 in
people
4.
will do a little form saying I was or I was not. People lie all the time. If you're not shocked,
Lie all the
whether or not
time.
someone actually said it to
Yeah.
someone,
So 75% of the 100% they asked lied. Yeah, that's probably not gonna cut it.
No, I said,
And your
25%
mic's
people
cutting out, which probably means you lost the argument because you're just naming up random things without any evidence or proof. I mean, do you have any proof to back up what you're saying as well? Do you have any proof to back up what you're saying? Silence. It's not even cutting out. Whoever said it's not even cutting out, you're completely lying. And why are they saying easy? They were literally yelling at the top of their lungs. What a loser. Oh, of course, we're just resorting to that word after you lost a debate.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. I can just state my argument. I believe like no gender has it harder than the other. Wait, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Okay. So why would men have it way worse than women?
Men have it worse than women because they do more tougher roles and jobs in society, and they also experience more mental and physical pain throughout their life, way more than women do.
Okay, that's just gonna be a barrier in which men often face it harder, but that isn't gonna determine a whole gender having it harder than the other. And by the way, like obviously if we're gonna be talking about hardships or which gender has it worse, there's obviously gonna be other things that interact with gender that makes it harder for the individual. It's not just gonna be their gender alone.
Yeah, but this isn't an individual debate. This is like if you took all the men and all the women, all the men would have it harder.
I'm not talking about. I'm saying there's other things that interact with the gender that makes it harder for the person, or right? So you can understand that. Do you agree with that or not?
With the person, like, can you explain?
No. Right. So what I'm saying, like, obviously, what I'm saying is, right, hardship, it's not just going to be gender alone. There's going to be things that interact with gender that can make it harder for the individual or for somebody else, right? And these, like, things that interact with hardship could be like race, culture, class, religion, or like where they are, where they live, or like their age or their sexuality. It's not just going to be gender alone.
But men also
So
experience this as well?
I'm not saying men don't experience this. I'm saying everybody experiences this, right? So you can't determine like who has it harder just solely on their gender when other things interact with gender as well, such as race, culture, class, sexuality, and age. It's not just going to be solely based off of gender. There are going to be certain barriers. Do you not understand?
I understand what you're talking about, but obviously I just named more things men have harder than women. So unless women have harder things that can equal it out, then I still believe that men have it harder. Like you're naming things that make it equal. I name things that make men have it harder. Unless you can name things that women have it harder at, then I'm not going to believe this debate.
Oh, okay. I could tell you, right? But obviously, those are just barriers in which men often face it harder. But there's going to be barriers in which women often face it harder. But that isn't going to determine women having it harder than men, and it's not going to determine men having it harder than women. It's just going to be barriers in which both genders can face it harder than the other. It's not going to determine a whole gender having it harder than the other. And if I want to talk about greater barriers in which women often face it harder, it could be gender-based violence, political and legal inequality, or we can even talk about reproductive rights, such as like AB laws. But I'm not like an abortion debater. I don't debate abortion. And then there are often things which men face it harder, which is what you said. Yeah, smooth side raids, workplace deaths, but it isn't going to determine a whole gender having it harder than the other.
I'm pretty sure half the things you listed for women are like only problems in the United States.
No, not only
AB,
problems in the
can you tell me any other country other than the US where they're trying to get AB
We're just
rights?
nitpicking. We're only talking about AB. What about everything else I said? Gender-based
No, I
violence.
want you to answer the first question and then I'll talk about the other things. Can you tell me any other country?
No, I don't know any other country.
Exactly. So this is a problem only in the US. That's a problem only in the US.
Okay, then can you tell me?
How do I know it's a problem? I know it's a problem because you can't list any other country other than the US.
Because I'm not an abortion debater. Why would I know these things when it's not?
So why did you mention it? If you're going to mention something, you should have evidence to back it up.
Yeah, I don't debate abortion. Coming up with a law. I didn't know exactly where it must take place, but don't be saying. But you're obviously nitpicking the stuff that I don't know. And you're not gonna,
Nitpicking.
like, talk about
How
this
was I supposed to know you
things
didn't
that I
know
talked
this?
about,
I'm
right?
literally asking. Okay, now my mic's not working.
You're just gonna say that I don't know this, know that.
I didn't even
When I
know that
told
you
I
didn't know this. You're the one who mentioned it, which means you should know what you're talking about. If you don't know what you're talking about and you can't answer that simple question, then maybe your point might be wrong.
I told you, right?
Can you name the other things you listed? You name the other things you listed as well, or
gender-based violence, right? And political and legal inequality.
political and what? Sorry.
Legal inequality. Political and legal inequality.
Pretty sure that we have equality, like we're equal in today's society. I'm pretty sure that's what the law says.
In the U.S. or worldwide?
Around the world, most of the world, unless you're talking about like.
That's not gonna be right. As like gender norms, they vary. They vary depending on where you are. So it's not gonna.
Can you tell me where? Can you tell me? Can you tell me where?
We can talk about like third world countries. Obviously, women aren't gonna like have the same rights as a woman in the U.S. And
so you're saying people in China, like the women in China, don't have the same rights as men? Because that's a third world country. Yeah, China's a third world country. So is that true or not?
Wait, what'd you say?
I said would the woman in China would have less rights than men do? Because China's a third world country, and you're talking about third world countries.
Right. I wouldn't know because I don't know these Chinese laws. I'm saying.
So, oh my gosh, so you came up here, you said your things, but you don't have any evidence to back up what you're saying. You literally have zero evidence to back up what you're saying.
Oh my god, you're not understanding right.
Do you have any? All right, I'm just gonna wait for you to name a country. I'm gonna give you 20 seconds. 20.
Okay, name a country. 20 seconds where gender norms vary, right? It could be anywhere, so it's just gonna be the U.S.
So it seems, all right, you're just completely avoiding the question.
Well, no.
You literally are. I ask you, what countries do women have less than men? And you're not naming it, I guess. And I kind of just disproved two of your points because you had no evidence. This is why evidence is important, people, because you're just going to look dumb like this person. They had no points, and then they came up here. 4 people, 5 people typing. So you are talking about yourself? That might be the lamest comeback I've ever seen. You might need to get banned for that, low-key, just because of how stupid that sound. Your evidence is ChatGPT. No, it's not. Science.gov and Scenius.gov are both my sources. I literally said that multiple times throughout this argument. If you want to keep saying my evidence is ChatGPT and then you have no proof of this, you can just leave, I guess. What I asked her several times, what countries do women have less rights than men? And she couldn't name it, meaning that what she was saying, she couldn't back up. Fox is typing an essay or something, because I don't know what they're on about. Like I literally gave them multiple websites and they're saying I'm using ChatGPT, which is kind of crazy. I think you just can't comprehend Afghanistan. So you can name a singular country. All right. I guess that was the question, but only this is only happening in a singular country. It's kind of crazy. Pakistan, Sudan, Yemen. 4. All right. Happen in Yemen. Still, though, under 5 countries is still a minority.
Wait, so we already debated about this? I was the one said talking about
Oh, you're the person who started yelling and then got banned. Okay. I don't know why you came back on your alt to debate me. Like, you already lost the debate, so why are you back here? Just leave. No, I'm gonna do you a favor. There you go. Stop coming back and trying to debate me. Scared. I literally disproved their argument. I don't know what you're on about scared. No, you've been talking a lot, but you haven't come up, so I want to hear what you have to say. Complete silence is kind of crazy. So that just tells me that you're just scared to talk to me one-on-one and not in the chat when you have actual people defending you. You're not intimidating. Mastermind, you just got here, so you can, yeah, I don't know what you wanted.
Okay, men do not have a worse than women. That's one thing, bro.
Explain how.
Because, like, one, you don't hear men talking about they want medium ugly women, bro. Like, you only heard women talk about
What?
oh, they want medium ugly men.
You only hear women talking about what? I'm sorry. You want ugly men? What?
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, you didn't even hear anything I just said.
Repeat it.
Okay. You only hear women talk about they want medium ugly men, but you never heard a guy talk about they want medium ugly women.
Do you have any proof for this, or are you just saying this out of your mouth? Okay, hello? So I guess you didn't have any proof. You say you got VC ban, but like, their mic before they, where are they? You can just disable your mic.
Hello?
Hello.
So I actually have like a couple questions. Like I'm not trying to get like put down or anything, but like, do you mean like physically, mentally, or like both?
Both, I would say.
Okay. What I think mentally, men have it a little bit worse. They do have it worse a little.
Okay.
They get put down a lot mentally. Like they can't, or y'all, like I hear like a lot of people saying, "Oh, women have it worse both ways," but like that's not true. They're saying it like only women could get like physically harmed, or women could get mentally harmed, when really I think we're both equal. I think that we both have like equal sufferings, I guess. I forgot the word
Sufferings.
for it.
So hold on, what do you believe for the physical part?
Physical?
Because you mentioned both mental and physical, but you only said mental.
Oh, physically? I believe women have it a little bit worse. Not to be like disrespectful or anything.
Okay.
I don't really hear. I mean, yeah, men do get into a lot of fights, but like I don't really hear many stuff.
You don't really
About-
hear any stuff. I'll just give
Sorry.
you a statistic real quick. So according to CNS.gov, the average woman breaks 1 to 1.5 bones in their body throughout their lifetime, while men break around 4 to 4.5 bones in their body throughout their lifetime.
Oh, okay.
5 people, oh my. So why do you believe women have it worse physically? I'm just curious on that.
I swear, I do not want to sound sarcastic or like I'm putting anything down, but periods are a little bit worse. And I've been researching about women anatomy and male anatomy. Okay, I don't know why. That's a hyperfixation. But I realized that when period cramps, right? Start,
Yeah.
you basically the uterus expands, which hurts like really bad, and it can expand up to 5 centimeters, which is a lot for a period. They're not exactly the worst. You can also get it stuff,
Okay.
but men also have it worse. I've seen twice. What is that?
I don't know if it's my headset, but you keep cutting out.
I do. You know what? Put me down. I'm gonna get my other one. I'll
think
be right back.
I think it's my PC. I can't tell because every time, just some point throughout the argument, they just get Childbirth. There's actually something more painful than childbirth that men can only experience, but it's not getting kicked in the nuts, so I'm not gonna say it. Be so FR? What? Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. Wait a second. Let me turn this off. Hi. I just wanted to speak on this actually. What the other guy said earlier, period cramps.
Yeah.
It is actually one of the worst pains I have ever experienced. And
One of the
true
worst
what you
pains.
said, like,
Okay.
what did you say?
I said, all right, just continue.
Okay, so when, for example, I'm on my period, if I'm not moving around, like I can't generally sit down without pain, like actual guttural pain. It feels like I'm getting stabbed, literally, and it is really painful. And childbirth, for example, hurts a lot because the uterus still dilates at least 10 centimeters, which is a lot for the baby to come out, and it is a pain that most people cannot tolerate. It is very painful.
Okay.
So yeah.
So there is something more painful than giving birth, and only a male can experience it.
Like what?
It's called testicular torsion.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Basically, I probably can't explain it without getting banned. You can just search it up.
Okay. But where does the pain go?
The pain?
Yes. Like where does it
The
hurt?
how do I don't the jugulars. Do you know where that is on your body?
Oh, okay.
The pain can last. The pain can last weeks, even to months, even with surgery.
Really? Well, I didn't know that. So could you explain more? Why do you think men have it worse than women?
I also believe men have it worse mentally.
Really? Why?
Why? So obviously in society, women can get more help when it comes to therapy and stuff like that, way more than men can. A prime example is
men don't usually open up.
no, men do. Men do try to open up, but however, they don't find that therapy or whatever works. And also, when men also there is many prime examples of many famous influencers opening up about their feelings, and they just get like trashed and clowned on by other people. on the
I
internet.
support that. Like, I feel like men should get help too, but that does not mean that I think
But
we
do you understand what I'm
in
saying? Like
society.
when men do open up
Yes,
about
of
their
course,
feelings,
of
when
course.
oh hold
I
up,
do,
when
but
men do open up about their feelings, they're usually just trashed and clowned on and thrown. And it's like their feelings are looked down upon, like they're not that important.
yes, I know. I don't support that at all. But I feel like women and men, like I don't think any of them have it worse. I think we're all equals. We all have our own problems, our own pains, our own like mental problems that we have to fix. But I feel like it's not because men have it worse or women have it worse. I think we're all equals in this kind of thing, at least in mentally. Everybody can have their own problems. It's not like one's problems are superior than the others.
Mentally, men,
Did I?
but like what I'm saying is mentally, the average man would definitely have it worse than the average woman. Women can
Maybe,
express
yeah.
their feelings more freely and get more support way more than men can. Whoever's saying they
Yeah,
set
and
that system up, I'm pretty sure you're talking about women, hopefully, because women and men set up that system as well, not just men.
Yeah, I feel like so. I feel like so too. And I feel like men should not get that kind of treatment from people when they share their feelings, and that is wrong. But I'm saying we all have our own problems, and not nobody's problems are more superior than others. And there's women that also get hated on for sharing their feelings, but it's not like
Can
just
you give me
because.
can you give me an example? I'm just
I mean, I
curious.
don't know, but
Like, is there
mostly
is there an
like
influencer that's done that and then gotten like? Because I have a couple influencers that have opened up about their feelings and they just got clowned on.
who? I would like to know.
There was a recent one,
I mean,
Kai Cenat. He opened up about his feelings and people just trashed and clowned on him.
Wait, about what?
About his
I'm not
mental
familiar
health. He
about.
said, Kai Cenat said he was depressed about his mental health and people crashed and clowned on him, saying he was rich and he has money and stuff like that and that causes happiness, which is not true at all.
That's so bad. That's so mean. I feel like men. I mean, I feel like influencers like Kai Cenat, who are mostly funny, don't get like the support they need when they open up, and that's so rude. Like I
Exactly.
think we should all get the same support.
Yeah.
That's really mean.
Like society's painted in a way that if a man starts to feel emotional or open up about their feelings, like it's
Yeah,
sad
they're
really
not men.
because
They're boys.
it's
Yeah, I
sad
know.
really.
I've heard little women say that men shouldn't be able to cry. Like that's literally rude. Like why should they not be able to cry? It's a normal human emotion that we should all experience once in a while to let everything out.
I'm pretty sure that men see crying or like crying is a weakness almost. That's what society paints it as.
Yeah, and like I don't feel like because a lot of men cannot share their feelings online, and it's just so sad. I feel like everybody should be able to share their feelings and get support of it.
Now,
And I didn't come up
hold up,
here
hold
to
up.
say that all women have it worse. Like no, I just feel like we're all equals. We have different problems and things like that.
I'm gonna say this. There was like around 5 years ago on now I know this isn't a really a reliable source, but Reddit, there is literally a community where people would open up about their feelings just for other people to clown and trash talk about it.
Oh my god, that's so rude.
Yeah, and in the
I think
community
no,
and the community is
yeah.
mostly full of men, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god. Why do people have to clown on others because of their feelings? That's so invalid and bad. Like, I feel like everybody should be able to express what they're feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, but society paints it in a way that they can't do it.
I get your viewpoint on this. I get it. Like, I understand that men crying or showing their feelings is like a weakness, and they're not men if they do that.
I'm done listening to your fucking argument, okay? No one up there. What the hell? Okay. I don't know what to do, chat. Who's debating on this one? Okay. think I'm gonna end the stream for now. Honestly, I just don't have the spark I have originally. Also, it's because I'm just fucking alone fighting these random people. I need somebody there to help my butt.